Lesson 4, page 20. Rewriting rational expressions. Again, we're going to continue with these sort of boxes to visualize it. Eventually, these boxes are going to go away, and it's hoping that you have progressed enough where you don't need them. Okay, is it going to be wrong if you still draw them? Absolutely not. Okay, you will always have the option to make them. So the first question there, it says, circle the expressions that show half of 28. Okay, so does anybody see one A through J? That would equal whatever half of 28 is. Which would be 14, yes. So if you see any answers there, they'll give you 14. Still page 20. A, half of 28. Looks good. H. I agree with both of those. I got 3 other ones.
D.
C would be 20 divided by 2 is 10 plus 8. That'd be 18. That is not half of 28. Letter D.
J.
J. What do you think? Half of 20 is 10 plus 8? 18 is not half of 28. F. 28 and a half is not half of 28. Did you say L? There is no L.
No, it's like
B. Got one more?
G.
No, that's 1 over something. Half of 28 is 14, so you're looking for things that would give you 14. I.
E.
oh my goodness gracious.
E, guys, is 1 times 28. That's not half of 28. Those are the 5 right there.
Who said I?
All right, number 2. Okay, these are just different ways to find the answers here. We're trying to find 3 times 28. So just like the last couple of lessons, 3 and then we split up 20 and 8 because those make it quite a bit easier. What is 3 times 20?
60.
3 times 8.
24.
And then you add those two together to give you what 3 times 28 would be.
So 84.
Very good. Do one more together, and then I'm going to have you try the rest. Let's do number 6, the one to the right there. 3 times 5x. 3 times 8.
24.
Now, can I combine those two things?
No.
Why not?
No, like
There's a variable.
They are not like terms. Very good. So there's your answer. 15x plus 24. All right, why don't you do 3 to 9 there, with the exception of the 2 that we did.
Start again.
Give you a couple minutes. Shouldn't take you too long.
For 4, would it be 8 times half of 8? Or
Yeah, just half of 20, half of 8 is what that means.
oh, okay. So it would be 20 times 10.
No. 20 times a half, or half of 20 is what goes in the box.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Who is running?
Hopefully you're close. Devin, take the first one for me, number 3. 20 times 1, 20 times 8.
28.
20 and 8, which would be 28. Next one, Madison. Half of 20.
10.
Half of 8.
4.
Added together.
14.
Very good. Kira,
Yeah.
a fourth of 20, or 20 divided by 4.
5.
And the same for 8
2.
total.
7.
Good. Mel, 5x times 1.
5x will equal to 5x.
1 times 8.
8.
Combine them.
13x.
Nope, can't combine them because they both don't have an x, so they are unlike terms. So you got to just leave it as 5x plus 8. Half of 5x.
2.5x.
Yeah. 2.5 or 5 over 2. Half of 8.
4.
4. So 2.5x or 5 over 2x plus 4. Fourth of 5x. I'm just going to do 5/4 x, or 1 1/4 x. You could do that as well. Case, a fourth of 8, or 8 divided by 4.
2.
And that would be your answer.
How easy.
Okay, again, these are called area models, just length times width. So these all could be a length and a width of a rectangle, whatever the case may be. So it wants us to fill these out. Again, we've done a lot of these. I don't know how many more we need to do, but do a couple more here. A fifth of 10x, or 10x divided by 5.
2x.
Same thing for 15.
3.
Cannot be combined, so I'm leaving it as 2x plus 3. How about this next one? When you're missing the top numbers. 5 times what
2.
is 10x?
2x.
2x. 5 times what?
3.
3. So it's the same thing working backwards. Let's go down to number 12. Again, you can start to see the boxes are starting to disappear, but we can just draw it in. What goes on the bottom left? 1/8. Mel, what goes in the top right, the missing square here? Mel? 72. 1/8 of 40. 1/8 of 40.
5.
Any letters needed?
5n.
5n. 1/8 of 72, or 72 divided by 8.
9.
So 5n plus 9 is your answer. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Let's try a couple over here. Let's try number 15. Again, you can see the boxes are not really drawn there for you, but you can fill them in just fine. If that makes you the most comfortable, use it. All right, so I have 35C. Oh, sorry. I'm doing that wrong. We're dividing. So this stuff goes in the middle. 35C. Negative 2D plus 50. We're dividing by 5. All right, 5 times what
7C.
is 35C?
5.
7C is correct. Next one's a little trickier. 5 times what? 5 times what gives me negative 2D? Notice this 5 is gone over here, right?
Yeah.
So where does a 5 have to go to cancel out? on the bottom. Now the 5s would cancel. What has to go here to give me this on top?
Negative 21.
Negative 2D.
Would be
Negative 2D. Hey, that one was a little tricky. 5s have to cancel. So here's your answer. Negative 2D over 5. It's nice when they're a whole number, but there's only so many of those to go around. Next one's a whole number. 5 times what is 50?
10.
10. So your answer is 7C. Negative 2D over 5. Positive 10.
Isn't this just what we were doing in like 2 units ago?
Yep. Now they're throwing some fractions at us.
Oh,
Only thing new.
kind of boring.
So we should have no problem getting our assignment done and on time.
Indeed.
Question 16.
It's just a little boring. Can't help but feel a little targeted.
1/3 times something, and it's giving me the answer of 2x, 8y, negative 7. Melody, 1/3 of what is 2x? 6x. Maddie, 1/3 of what is 8y? So what divided by 3 is 8?
42.
Switch it.
24.
Yes.
42.
24y. If you're going to cheat, at least say it in the right order.
Yeah.
1/3 of what is negative 7? Negative 21.
I didn't think she 42.
You had it in 42.
I didn't think I had to have it in the right
You
order.
don't put it in your order, you put it in their order. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
come on, Bestie. You can do better.
We've done a lot of who am I's. Let's go 19.
Okay.
Sum of my numerator and denominator is 8, so these two are going to add up to 8.
4.
The product of my numerator and denominator is 7. So they multiply to give you 7. So they add up to 8, multiply to give you 7. I am equivalent to 7. Yes. Yeah, that's super easy.
Woo! I'm a genius.
7 over 1. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. All right. This is just like the question we started with. We kind of struggled on it. So we're going to do this one as well. Number 20. 12x minus 6 divided by 3. I have 5 answers that are the same as that. Give me one.
A.
A. 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. A is correct. Devin, you no longer have to say one here for me.
Good job, Devin.
How many are there?
There are 5, and there's 6 of you.
The losers bring hot chocolate.
What about C?
C.
Turn into a negative.
C does not work
It's the same thing.
because 12 is negative and 6 is positive, so that's backwards.
D.
D. 12 divided by 3 is 4x. 6 divided by 3 is not 6. D is out.
H.
D.
B.
F. H.
12x divided by 3, yes. Negative 6 divided by 3, yes. Sean is out.
H.
Mel.
H.
Shh, you guys have had plenty of guesses already.
I only guessed one time.
E.
Me too.
12x, negative 6 divided by 3, correct.
H.
H. Yeah, it's the same thing times 1.
Let's see.
All right, 50% chance.
F.
F, 12 divided by 3, negative 6 divided by 3. Good.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I was rooting for you here.
Oh, I thought you were rooting for her.
Let's go 22. See if we can multiply fractions okay.
Indeed.
3 times 4m over 3.
12 and then 4m over 3.
12m divided by 3, or 4m.
I still
3 times negative 7.
negative 21. So 4m plus negative 21.
Yep. 24. 6 times what is 3x? Well, 6 times what is 3? Let's start with that.
Yeah.
6 times 2 is 12. 6 times...
Oh, half x. That, yeah.
1/2 of an x.
6 times a half, or x over 2 would be fine as well. 6 times what is 2?
6 times what is 2?
3 thirds.
1 over
6 times 3 is 18.
1 over 3.
A third is correct.
Woo!
And let's try number 26 with some shapes here before we turn the page. Melly can't answer this one.
Yay!
Sean can't answer this one.
Are you
What?
serious?
Oh no.
I've been answering.
6.
Yes.
Win this.
The new ones are
Yes, you
1/3.
Good, now stop.
No.
Is it my turn?
Okay.
Come on.
No more from Maddie on this one.
My turn?
Yeah, sure.
Too well, bestie.
I am the best again. I'm so excited.
Hang on.
Triangles are 2/3.
Triangles are 2/3.
What? What?
Kira.
What? That was my turn.
Yeah.
Waiting for the heart.
I was thinking.
Kira or Case,
What?
have a heart.
Fine. 1/3.
Shh, not your turn.
Guys?
It's not right though.
What?
No, if it'd be adding.
Fine. Oh my god. Come on, Kira.
I'm thinking.
You got it. It's.
Can't
This is
do
right
it.
there. No.
You got it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. We
Be
can't
quiet.
say it, Molly.
Is it 2/3?
Nope. That'd be 2 9ths then.
Okay.
You're on the right track.
Somewhat.
We can't say
Okay.
it. I don't know.
What
2 more minutes.
times 1 is 2?
2.
I was right.
What times 3
1.
is 3?
See, that's what I
2.
Daddy. I can't say it. No,
2
Did it.
I was
is the answer.
What?
Okay.
That was intense. High pressure.
What was it?
2.
2 over 1.
Yes.
Or just 2. Don't need the over 1.
I
All right, next page.
I did it anyway.
Let's go C.
B.
C.
A.
C.
C. I'm just saying letters.
12.
I-C.
W.
Times a half.
6.
L.
12 times 2/3.
8. Oh, I was right. Yay.
12 times 3x
Yay.
over 4.
Ooh, I know. Yeah, I might have got this one.
You got it, bestie.
Oh, yeah.
That did sound very
Can I
close.
Yeah.
say it? It's 60x.
No,
How
Ah.
far was I?
pretty far.
Seriously?
I had
The
faith.
3x crosses out the 1. I was so
Look like
excited.
he's saying.
I know
3.
it. I,
Don't shake it at me.
3x.
Look, I'm looking at
What?
what's the left.
Oh, 9x.
I don't care. At least I'm trying.
All right, then I can combine like terms. Those two are alike. So 14 plus 9x. Make sure you combine
Go team.
like terms. Let's hop down to 32.
Woo.
That's
A 4-term one. Here are the four terms from the top.
1x.
Here's the bottom. So I want to know what answer goes over here.
I got it.
So 2y times what?
Y.
X. 2y times x.
What?
5 times x. Sean, you can't answer this one.
4x.
2y times what would give me negative 8y?
-4.
Negative 4 is correct.
Nice job.
Negative 4 times 2y is negative 8y. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. So your answer is x minus 4.
Mr. Milbrandt, when you really get in the zone, you sound like a radio talk host.
Good.
You should try like getting that as a
Got a
career.
face for radio, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and
Oh,
like.
all right.
You also got the.
You said yes to that?
2c minus 3.
No, it was like a nice thing.
2c minus 3.
It's being nice.
All right. From here, I should be able to figure out what this has to be.
D.
Yep. That's my answer. Now I should be able to figure everything out. What's 2c times d?
2CD.
Yes, that's the unit.
Yes.
5 times 2c.
Negative.
10CD.
5 times negative 3.
Negative 15.
Good.
Yes, that's
Yes.
Put them all out. 4 answers.
Oh. That gave me a headache. Okay.
All right, question 34 is kind of a review. Think of a number. All right, I got a bucket here. Multiply by 5. So how many buckets am I going to have? 5. So draw 5 buckets as best you can.
What did you say?
I said 5 cups.
5 buckets.
Add 10. They added 10 dots to it. Then it says I go to 10 buckets and 20 dots. So what did they do?
Multiplied by 2.
Multiplied by 2. Now if I divide by 10. So I got 10.
100 and 200.
Or
Divide.
divide by 10.
Divide.
There's
Five.
no way I am drawing 100 buckets.
You're dividing
5 and
by
2.
10.
5 and 2.
10 buckets divided by 10.
1.
1 bucket.
2. I'm sorry. I'm struggling here.
I forgive you.
20 dots
Stand by.
divided by 10. 2. Then I subtract my original number, which was a bucket, and I'm left with 2 dots. All right, so let's take a look at Lewis's number. He's got 2. Then he's got 9. So you already know what the number was, right? What did he subtract to go from 7 to 2? 9 to 2. Now we'll just work your way down. Multiply by 5.
4.
35.
Multiply by 5.
35.
35.
Jeez.
Add 10.
45.
45.
Multiply by 2.
90.
Yeah.
Divide by 10. Perfect. That looks good.
Woo!
All right, now I'm going to do the abbreviation. If it is n, what's 5 times that going to look like?
And 5. Or 5.
Usually a number comes first.
Yes,
Yeah, coefficient 5n.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Add 10.
5n plus 10.
5n plus 10. Multiply by 2.
10n plus 20.
Woo! Good job.
Divide by 10. They did that. Subtract your original number. So I subtract.
Just 2. Yes.
Okay, record of steps. That's going to be the same thing.
Then why is it even there?
Well, because it's showing you that you take 2 times it, which we did. You already told me that. Next one is the whole thing divided by 10. You can see the abbreviation is a lot better to deal with.
Indeed, indeed.
All right, last page. I want to discuss these. They have not been going well for some of us. I think we
Yeah.
just put random numbers in there.
Yeah, Kira.
I don't do that.
Now,
What I do?
here are your numbers: 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2. Okay? So this is a greater than symbol. Only one of those numbers is greater than 1.5. Which number is greater than 1.5?
2.
2. Okay? Well, over here, I only have two numbers left. 1/2 and 1. 1/2 and 1. So which one's smaller, which one's bigger?
Half is smaller.
Half is smaller, so half has to go on the bottom. 1 is bigger. Okay, let's look at the bottom left. The only two numbers we haven't used then are 1.5 and 1. 3/2 and 1. What's bigger? 3/2.
I drew my 1 backward.
All right, let's look at this one. 3/2 or 1. Which one's smaller?
1.
1. Okay, 1 is smaller than 3/2 or 2, and I've already used 3/2.
2.
So that has to be 2, and then underneath that,
It's to be a half.
1/2.
I know where one goes.
Okay, then I got to figure out what's bigger than 1.
2 and 3/2.
Okay, so which one's the biggest?
Yeah, 3/2.
Which one's biggest, 3/2 or 2?
2.
Well, that has to be way over here then, because that's bigger than 1.5.
Can't use them in that row.
What
I
can you do?
know.
The 2 can't go in that same row.
Here?
Over.
Yeah, well, 2 is also bigger than 1.5.
Exactly.
And then it's just filling whatever one you're missing. This would be 1/2. 1. All right, we've done quite a few of those. Let's try the final one, number 42.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
8 on each side.
Shh.
What?
Yeah. I think the flowers are 1/3. 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3 is 1. So it's got to be double 1/3.
That's the same.
That's the same as 1/3. What's double 1/3?
2/3.
2/3.
I already got the answers.
Who even said it was 1/3?
All right, let's get the triangle then. 2/3 plus what?
1/3. 2?
Say that again.
I have 1/3 for the flower and
No.
2/3 for the.
2/3 is a flower. So 2/3 plus what is 2?
Oh wow, I'm
2/3 plus what is 2? I'll even get a common denominator there for you.
3
4.
over 3. 4 over 3.
4/3 or 1 1/3.
Yeah.
4/3
Good job,
or
Bestie.
1 1/3.
Thank you, bestie.
All right. This one's going to take a little work here. So triangle and
2.
okay.
Green means 2.
So this equals 2.
Indeed.
So what's 6 minus 2?
4.
Sorry, 8 minus 2.
6.
So these two sides got to each be 3. 3, 2, and 3 equal 8. So now I should be able to get the green leaves.
1.
1. 1, 1, 1 would equal 3.
What about 911?
Page 24.
Homework.
Homework. Let me just take a quick peek at that. We're starting to get a little repetitious
Yeah.
on some of these problems.
Repetition.
Melody.
Me.
J, K, L, or M. You can eliminate one.
Are you not even gonna talk about
J.
J. Cross out J. You do not have to do J. Kira. E, F, G. You can eliminate one. E. Eliminated.
Which one? D or E?
E as an elephant.
Structure.
All right.